BlendSome. Today, right now, I'm gonna make you my green juice. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So our green juice was a pretty popular one. I would demonstrate these machines in various places, over the years. And so people liked the green juice because they felt like they were getting something super healthy, but of course they also like something that tasted good, because the idea of green juice isn't necessarily appealing to everybody. So what we did is came up with a recipe that works. This is kind of my version of it. It's not exactly like the one I would demonstrate. It's a little bit different. It's got my kind of my variation. So I start out with an orange. I do peel the orange. Now most of your high-powered blenders can handle the peel of the orange, and I know people that throw it on in there. There's nutrition in that peel, in that orange peel. There's a lot of nutrition in that white pithy part, and your high-powered machines will break right through that. But the peel's a little bit bitter, so most people choose to take it off. So I'm just going to throw that in there whole, because again, high-powered machines can handle that, no problem. I'm going to use a slice of pineapple. Now this pineapple you can see is really, really ripe, so it's going to be super sweet. I like to prep the pineapple like this. I cut the top off, cut the bottom off, and then I cut it right down the middle. What that does is, piece by piece, when I pull this out of, say, my gallon-sized Ziploc bag, I pull it out and I just cut off the size chunk I want, and I don't have to cut it up all at once. Now, if you want to go ahead and cut it all up at once, you can, obviously, and that'll freeze. End up keeping the fridge for a while too. But I like to keep it with the core, because that core has nutrition in there. One, it's got good fiber. There's an enzyme called bromelain. I think that's what it's called, but it's really good for you. It's an anti-inflammatory, and it's also it actually can be useful as a meat tenderizer, which is from what I'm reading, is one of the reasons that people kind of have that itchy feeling in their mouth after they eat pineapple, because it actually does that, kind of etches your mouth a little bit. But of course, it's not going to hurt you. It's going to go away. Now I use a quarter of an apple. I just quarter it and throw in a quarter of it. You can put in as much apple as you want, of course, but I only use a quarter. And banana, I use a third. Now, especially with a banana this ripe, that's gonna be super sweet. And what's great about bananas, a lot of people don't like them when they get this ripe, because they don't like to just eat them because they're a little bit soft. But what's great is you can throw it into a juice or a smoothie or something, or of course banana bread, and it's gonna be great because you get all the sweetness. I only use a third of a banana, that way it doesn't make it too banana-y. It's not a word, but that's my word, and you know exactly what I mean. So now I'm gonna use spinach. Now, you can use whatever greens you want. Kale's popular, super good for us, obviously, but spinach is one of those super greens too that's a lot more mild. And they're a lot more palatable, and you're never gonna taste it in a juice like this. I tell people, when you're first starting out doing green juices, you don't have to go for the kale and the chard and those stronger flavors, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna turn yourself off and possibly your family off to green juices. So start with something really mild that you know is gonna taste good to everybody. So I'm gonna take, that's probably about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of spinach. Just dump that on in there. And then I like the flavor of lime. I love lime. A couple different reasons. One, it's a great flavor. It's really refreshing. The other thing I like about it is the fact that when I do start using greens that have a little stronger flavor like kale, I put it in there with the peel, okay? That little bit of peel is gonna keep it from tasting as grassy. It's keep it from tasting as green, and it's gonna be kind of a more refreshing flavor as well. So drop that in there, and then I'm gonna just put enough ice to keep it cool, all right? Now, you don't have to add ice if you don't want to, but most people like a little bit of a cool juice. Now, the more ice I put in there, the thicker it's gonna be. So I'm just putting enough ice to keep it cool, so it's gonna be more like a juice. So with this, what I'm gonna do is, with this specific model, I'm just gonna turn it on low. And so as I turn it on, I'm gonna start it, and I'm gonna slowly turn the speed up a little bit. I'm gonna take this tamper that's built to stick down in there without hitting the blade, and just push it down. And once I get it moving, then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn this switch from variable speed all the way to high. High speed matters. Turn it up, and I'm going to run that for about a minute. Now at that point, of course, this switch does nothing because I'm on high speed. So we're just going to let it run on high speed. Now, you may ask me, you say, does it really matter how long you run it. Yes, it definitely matters how long you run this. I tell people shoot for a minute when they're making a juice like this. Some machines are out there, there's several machines, different models that have timers that are built into the machine. That's great, you don't have to have that, but I do recommend that you use the power, high power, and run it for about a minute. That's going to get it nice and smooth, because what's going to happen if you don't run it quite long enough, it doesn't give it the opportunity to cycle through the blades enough, and it's not going to be quite as smooth. But now, there's my green juice. It's going to be good stuff right there. Now, if you want to sweeten it, you can sweeten it. At this point, for me, this is sweet enough. And I'm a Southern boy, I love sweet, but this is plenty sweet for me with that pineapple and the banana in there. The banana's really good. That's good. Makes a great breakfast. If I'm having this for breakfast, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna have a handful of cashews or something as well. Just to chew, get enzymes moving and everything. It's good for you, right? And it's gonna help your body process all the nutrients and enzymes that are in that juice right there as well. So I recommend it highly. It's also a good afternoon snack. If you just kind of want kind of a pick-me-up, it actually will kind of give you some energy as well. So I highly recommend it. But this is my green juice simple. You'll see the list of ingredients. I'll put that up on the screen so you know exactly how to make it. So go on, make it, go on and blend some. That's good. Hey, if you like what you see, if you're enjoying getting something out of these recipes and you're trying these things out, do me a favor and hit subscribe on my YouTube channel. And that way you won't miss any of the new recipes that I put out. Thanks a bunch. Go blend some.